And isn't it? It's also another vapor barrier, so it is another moisture stopper before it even gets to the bituminous.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now you have your 1-inch foam, even 1.5-inch foam. You have your tar. You have your 2 or 3 coats of plaster. Now you have your wall. Good shape, guys. You're in good shape here.
Three lines of defense they always taught you in school for water penetration. You always have to have 3 different ways to get the water, to relieve the water up against the surface. And so you have that there with the foam. Very inexpensive, well worthwhile. Just remember that, folks, when you're doing your home improvement projects. This is something your contractor may not even offer to you, and you can show them that you have a little more sense by asking them about it and finding out what the cost is for that.
And it's all thanks to your show.
That's right, and you, John, for bringing it up. So,
well, listen, in closing on the footings and foundations here, guys, it's very important. It's very important that you realize the hydrostatic pressure in this area. If you have a house that's on a slope, that you have drains, sometimes even more drains besides the water pounding against your foundations, and what we call them is just extra drains that will go maybe 7-10 feet off the foundation. Just say you're building a house on a hill, whether it's a front or back, and what we do then is we dig down, and before we even get to the foundation, we put a perforated pipe in with some gravel, and a lot of times, something I omitted earlier, is on top, before you do backfill, is putting a filter fabric over the 3/4-inch stone, which is on top of your perimeter.
Now, I was talking about the high technology, John, but let's go backwards. In the old days, they didn't use the filter fabric; they used salt hay. Now, what is this salt hay versus regular hay? What is salt?
Well, actually, they wouldn't use the salt; they would use the regular hay. They just the salt hay you use on the on seeds and whatnot. Yeah. And the regular hay we would use is, and what that would do is help filter the dirt, away from the 3/4-inch stone, because what happens in time, your water pressure bangs against your foundation wall. It bleeds down. Now it's bleeding through water.
Right.
Now the water, it turns mucky.
Mud.
Right? So
it dries up and it locks into the stones.
Right. So we don't want that. And what we want to do to alleviate that, to try to keep your 3/4-inch stone clean, is put this filter fabric on to help that. And whether it's just also a simple layer, and again, it's very inexpensive to do. So make sure, and it's not required. Many towns do not require it. So these are the things, again, when we talk about better contractors, and the guy giving you a bid for $80,000 and a guy giving you a bid $100,000, you're not going to get that with the low bidder.
Right, you're missing pieces to the puzzle.
Right, and these are all areas that you might not know about, and these are all areas that you would get using a quality contractor.
Very good, John. That's excellent. And now I'm going to go forward, though, and before we wrap the foundation up, with the membranes. We're not going to mention specific manufacturers, but the membranes that go on the outside of the foundations.
1 minute.
We're on our 1 minute. John, just in general, do you use that at all in any projects?
Absolutely, depending on the application.
Okay, if you guys want to hear anything else about foundations or concrete work, as well as custom homes, give John Sebastian a call. John, throw your number out to the folks again.
Okay, it's John Sebastian, Sebastian Construction, Ramsey, New Jersey, 201-934-4055.
John is building in New York and New Jersey, so you folks up in the Warwick area, if you're interested, give him a call for custom housing. We got Earl Slick down there from the ABCs. Earl, what do you think?
Great show, guys.
Great show. Mikey?
Well, I'm always glad I show up, I'll tell you that.
That's good.
I learn a few more things every time I come here.
It's always good. And your other host over here in the corner, Lee Durario, signing off from the ABCs of Home Improvement.
See you next week, everybody.
Thanks.